Hello, I'm Johnny, and today's topic is a basketball roundup featuring a 56-point game from the Miami Heat, Jazz's Lauri Markkanen winning the Most Improved Player award, and the Lakers defeating the Grizzlies to advance in the playoffs.
No vest.
First, I'd like to apologize for my raspy voice, as I have a sore throat. Please bear with me. Nevertheless, the show must go on, and if you appreciate our dedication and passion for our work, please don't forget to like and support our videos. Your encouragement is our greatest motivation, thank you. Now let's dive into the first news item. Former Celtics head coach Ime Udoka is expected to become the new head coach for the Houston Rockets. His coaching ability is unquestionable, as he led the Celtics to the NBA Finals in his first year. Under his guidance, the Celtics also became one of the best defensive teams in the league. I have high hopes for him joining the Rockets, but his personal life is something the team will have to take into consideration as well. Next, we have some news about Hawks' DeJounte Murray, who will be suspended for Game 5 of the playoff series. The main reason for the suspension is a head-butting incident with the referee during the previous game. This kind of behavior is absolutely unacceptable, as the NBA has a zero-tolerance policy. Jokingly, even a smile can get you ejected, let alone head-butting a referee, right? The problem is that Game 5 will be held in Boston, and the Celtics are already on the brink of winning the series. With the absence of DeJounte Murray, Game 5 could very well be the last game of the season for the Hawks. In short, Murray's head-butting incident may come at a great cost. Moving on to the Most Improved Player award, it was ultimately won by Jazz's big man Lauri Markkanen. He improved his average from 14 points per game last season to 25 points this season. His field goal percentage of 49.9% is also a career high. Moreover, he was selected for the All-Star game this year, making it a very fruitful year for him. Although Thunder Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was also a popular choice, there was a significant gap in points between the two players. Knicks' Jalen Brunson received 91 points, while Nets' Mikal Bridges and Nick Claxton ranked 4th and 5th, respectively. Both players performed well this year. A player to watch is Pelicans' Trey Murphy III, who improved from 5 points per game last season to 14 points this season. Standing at 6 feet 8 inches, he can play multiple positions on the court. More importantly, he has a three-point shooting percentage of 40% this season and has made over 200 three-pointers. Fans should pay more attention to this player, as his outside shooting is very stable. Let me briefly discuss why SGA didn't win the award. In our previous video about the Most Improved Player award, we mentioned that SGA has always been the core player of his team, with an average score of over 23 points in the past 2 seasons. Although he improved to 31 points this year, his role and importance in the team haven't changed. In other words, he has always been the team's main guy. However, Lauri Markkanen's situation is different. He began his career with the Bulls, then moved to the Cavaliers, and in both teams, he couldn't find his role or be the core player. It wasn't until he joined the Jazz in the offseason that he had a chance to prove himself. So, from a storytelling perspective, Markkanen might be more appealing. However, if we compare the advanced stats, SGA would definitely win. Regardless, both players have had outstanding performances this season, and we'll see if either can make it to the top 3 teams. Frankly, SGA should have no problem making it. Now, let's move on to the game recap. The Heat faced the Bucks at home today, and this game was a must-win for the title-favorite Bucks since they were trailing 1-2 before the match. As a result, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was injured in the first game and missed the next 2, finally returned to the court. Despite a triple-double with 26 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds, the Bucks lost 114-119 on the road, which means the Heat are now 1 game away from winning the series. The key to the Heat's victory today was undoubtedly Jimmy Butler, who scored a career playoff-high 56 points. Yes, you heard right, 34-year-old Jimmy Butler scored 56 points today, creating a miraculous performance and entering the history books as the 4th player to score 56 points in a playoff game. The other 3 are Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and Charles Barkley. The highest score in a playoff game is still held by Michael Jordan with 63 points. To be honest, scoring 60 points in an intense playoff game is extremely challenging. Let's see if any player can break Michael Jordan's record in the future. Back to today's game, it was all about Jimmy Butler's performance. He scored 22 points in the first quarter on 10 of 9 shooting with an incredible 90% FG percent. Although the Bucks led 57-50 at halftime and 89-78 after 3 quarters, the 4th quarter was all about Butler's show. He scored from mid-range, had no problem going one-on-one with Chris Middleton, and even converted a 2+1 play. Most importantly, in the final moments of the 4th quarter, he hit a 3-pointer after a simple screen. The Bucks defense likely miscommunicated on that play, as they should have been tighter on Butler given his scoring performance or even considered double-teaming him. Butler's scoring show didn't stop there, as he dribbled past half-court and hit a step-back shot that was a two-pointer with his foot on the line. His fantastic performance today helped his team secure an important victory. In fact, the Heat went on a 41-25 run in the fourth quarter, and besides Jimmy Butler, Caleb's two crucial shots in the final moments of the quarter were key, including a three-pointer. That particular shot was an assist from Butler after he drove in and attracted the help defense. So, there's no doubt that tonight belonged to Jimmy Butler. When a reporter asked Butler after the game how he felt about the fans chanting MVP for him, Butler replied, "I don't care about that. All I know is that the MVP is JoJo." It's interesting because these two players were once teammates on the 76ers. As for Butler supporting JoJo for MVP, could it be interpreted as a desire for the two to reunite someday? Let's keep watching. Next, let's talk about the Bucks. Their loss today was mainly because, besides Brook Lopez's 36 points and Giannis' triple-double, the performances of other players weren't quite up to par. Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, two key players, only made 10 of their 31 shots combined. Additionally, the bench only contributed 16 points, which the team needs to address in their next home game. Moreover, Giannis played injured, so it's unreasonable to expect him to do more. The key to the Bucks extending the series lies in Middleton, Holiday, and even the bench players stepping up. In the 4 games played so far, the least points the Bucks have allowed is 119 in today's game, while they allowed 120 or more in the other 3 games. To be honest, this isn't the defensive intensity a top-ranked team should have. Fans should know that the Bucks only allowed an average of 113 points per game this season. Furthermore, the Heat have injured players, so head coach Mike Budenholzer must find a way to restore the team's defensive intensity. At this stage of the series, in my opinion, the Bucks are likely to be eliminated, mainly because Giannis is injured. If he can't perform at his best or is hesitant to play all out, it gives the Heat a chance to win the series. Plus, the Heat allowed the second lowest points per game in the league this season, only conceding an average of 109 points, which increases the difficulty for the Bucks to make a comeback. Finally, let's look at the Lakers vs Grizzlies game. The Lakers narrowly defeated the Grizzlies after an overtime thriller, so they're now on the verge of advancing. Why was it so close? After 3 quarters, the Grizzlies were leading, and with 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Desmond Bane scored 2 points, giving the Grizzlies a 104-102 lead. It seemed like the Lakers might lose the game, but LeBron James, LBJ, executed a clutch one-on-one play, scoring a crucial basket with his teammates spreading the floor for him. Additionally, Anthony Davis, AD, who only scored 12 points in the game, blocked Ja Morant's shot, sending the game into overtime. In overtime, it was all about the AD plus LBJ duo's performance. Although Austin Reeves, AR, missed a layup, AD grabbed the offensive rebound and scored. LeBron, facing Dillon Brooks' defense, drove to the basket and scored, helping the team secure a 117-111 victory at home. First, let's talk about Austin Reeves. He scored a team-high 23 points, including a crucial layup that tied the game in the last moments of the fourth quarter. He also had 6 assists in the game. Although the team relied on AD plus LBJ to win in overtime, AR's performance was excellent. As for AD, he had a tough game, falling in the second quarter and being hit by Desmond Bane in a sensitive area. Although AD only scored 12 points, 5 of them came in overtime, and he blocked 4 shots on the defensive end. Even though his performance wasn't outstanding, the team won. LeBron had a 22-point, 20-rebound performance today. According to NBA official data, he surpassed Wilt Chamberlain as the oldest player in playoff history to record a 20-20 game. At 38, he can break more records if he stays healthy. Today's game was interesting because the 2 stars of the 2020 NBA Finals, Jimmy Butler, who scored 56 points for the Heat, and Finals MVP LeBron, both had outstanding performances. Jokingly, it's as if they're hinting at a rematch in this year's Finals, which would be intriguing. As for the Grizzlies, although Desmond Bane scored a team-high 36 points, he made only 3 of 12 three-pointers, which wasn't ideal. The Grizzlies made just 9 of 42 three-point attempts, shooting a mere 21% from beyond the arc, which was the main reason for their loss. In my opinion, the Lakers shouldn't have much trouble winning the series. As long as AD has a stable performance in the next game, they should have a chance to close out the series. Even if they lose the next game, Lakers fans shouldn't worry too much, as Game 6 would be played at home. Right now, both the Grizzlies and Bucks are under immense pressure, especially the championship favorite Bucks.